Hi guys, my name is Fa and this is my sister Karen.
Hello!
If this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, let me tell you a little bit. I'm a Mexican booktuber who loves Sana from Books and Quills, so that's why we're doing a video response. This is the second video in which Karen is invited to my channel. Yeah, just so you know that little bit of me. For everyone who watches my videos, some of you have asked me if I could make a video speaking in English, so that's another reason why I decided to do this. The original video from Sana talks about being bilingual with her friend Gael, who is French. They live in London, so they do struggle a lot with, you know, living in a place where the language that they speak is not your natural language.
Which is not our case.
For starters, I want to say I do have a little bit of an accent. Karen, she's really focused on having her American accent. I don't. I don't really mind to say that because I know some of you is gonna be like, well, your English is not that good. Well, I don't care. It's not my job to have good English. We both learned English like a toddler would. We watch TV, listen to music, watch movies. I have a video about that actually, which is in Spanish, but I will leave a link. When it comes to grammatical stuff, it's kind of hard for us to know.
The grammar we know is for books.
If we have any mistake, so I'm sorry.
Forgive us.
Forgive us.
It's not our natural language.
Aparte,
Besides.
Besides.
Aparte.
Aparte means besides in Spanish. Besides, we are born and raised Mexican and we still live here in Mexico, so that's why we're gonna discuss, you know, how weird it is to speak 50-50% of English Spanish in the place where you're supposed just to speak Spanish.
No podemos ser claro.
Oh, damn. If you heard a noise, I hope it stopped.
We just turn off the air conditioner.
The air conditioner. It's really hot, you know, this light is insanely hot.
So we're very used to make some jokes in English. And we take those jokes from TV shows or movies. We live so close to the United States border. We use a lot of English words, like in our everyday.
And that's something that people who watch my videos say a lot. Stop mixing Spanish and English. I just can't help it. Not every Mexican from here, but us, at least us. It's kind of hard when it comes to those jokes in our everyday life out of the house or with someone else. Because, for instance, from She's the Man, Amanda Bynes movie.
We have a lot of jokes from She's the Man.
we love the movie.
Yeah, we've seen it like
hundreds of times.
Hundreds of times. Guys are handsome. Jokes are great.
I love like sports movies. I just love them. I don't like sports that much, but I love sports movies.
Those are good.
Those are really great.
Yeah.
And there's a line that we use pretty much all the time, which is "I'm so there, it's insane." From Eunice, I believe it's her name. So we use it all the time, and we're
there's a line that the coach.
It's a scientific fact.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of people say like Mean Girls is the most quotable movie ever? For us, it's She's the Man. We quote it all the time.
Quotable. Yeah.
From time to time, we're with our friends separately, and we're like, no, entonces yo le dije, I'm so there, it's insane. And the look in their faces is like, It's not natural for you to say it in Spanish because you know it in English. And they're like, what does it mean? And you explain it and it's not even funny because it's just
not the same.
It's just funny in English. From time to time, people give you the look like, you're so obnoxious. It's not about that, it's just, that's the way we speak. But I would understand it. Yeah, if I wouldn't speak English, and I would live here in Mexico and I heard people like mixing English and Spanish, speaking Spanish perfectly, and we're like, you know, like,
come on,
you guys.
You don't have to do that.
Yes,
but we do. Sometimes the words just come out. And when you're with me or Danny or
Jorge, my boyfriend,
it's impossible.
It's freaking impossible. I just can't. One thing very, very important for me is that I'm also learning French, but in a school, like in university. I started just thinking in English, but I just can't think just in English, just in Spanish, just in French. I just mix the whole thing up, and it's very, very, very hard with the words that you find in those three languages at least, which are written the same. Damn, god damn it. I'm reading in English, and I see a word and I'm like, that's French. Oh no, that's Spanish. No, that's English actually, like, you just write the same. It's so hard when you're reading out loud, it's like, you just start mixing the whole thing. Especially the R's, because in those three languages, the letter R is completely different. Like R, R, R. So,
Nice.
in first French lessons, I would have this horrible throat ache. I cannot drink anything because of the freaking exercise. We live very close to the border, like Karen said. I don't know if you live close to a border, but the thing with borders, in which the two countries speak different languages, is that pretty much it's very mixed up. It's really common to go shopping to anywhere in Texas, Laredo, McAllen, San Antonio. Everything sounds so freaking Mexican. It's so hard to say it in English. You know that everyone speaks Spanish.
They don't like to speak Spanish.
That's so annoying.
That's the most weird thing. They always start with English.
Like,
hello. They can see your face.
Can I help you, ma'am? So mixed up with Spanish, and you're like, why don't you just
always
speak
like,
Spanish?
Sí, por favor.
One thing that Sana and Gael said in the video is the numbers thing. You guys are so freaking right. And it requires a lot of focus on the pronunciation because it's easier to count out loud. So you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. When in your own language it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate counting in other languages. In English, it's okay. I'm already used to. You know, like 1950. Okay. Instead of saying 1,100. But in French it still very like it requires too much from me. And it's so like I don't know if I have told you this, but it's so like the numbers in Spanish. It's pretty much the same.
How do you say?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I'm learning French.
1950, you would say it in English. In Spanish is 1950. And in French is en 1950.
1950.
1950.
It sounds like...
I believe you said mille without the en mille. I don't remember. It's so weird, the numbers in French, because there's no 80. In English, would be like saying 2 times 40. That's the way you say it in French.
Really?
Yeah. Well, oh, hello.
I'm sorry.
You can come. We're filming about being bilingual in your own country. Do you want to say something?
I'm not properly dressed.
Oh. Ah, okay. We have another sister who actually she did went to school to learn English. So she's the one that actually knows a lot of grammar. And she all the time like, it's not the word, it's has. You gotta say she has. And we're like, she have. No, she has. And we're like, okay, she has.
Danny's been like twice teacher.
¿Están grabando en inglés?
Yeah. Sí. ¿Es en serio? She didn't actually believe we were filming in English.
Yeah, because we're always talking like this. When she came in, she was like, I'm sorry. I didn't like to bother.
Yeah, but that's the way we are.
Yeah.
If you are bilingual
in your own country,
tell us what it's like. You know, maybe you disagree with some things. You can leave it in the comments. You can find my social networks in the doobly-doo, which are Twitter and Facebook. Well, my Facebook page and Goodreads, and I have a blogspot. You can translate it. Everything's in Spanish, so I'm sorry. If you speak English, because that's your own language, I'm very sorry if I said something wrong.
Me too.
So thanks for watching. I hope we weren't that messed up with the whole language thing, and I hope you come back sometime. Bye.
Bye bye. Oh, I sounded like Lilith Moon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.